Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to a new episode of Black Desert Mobile. This is Kevin Cave Gaming, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys all the possible ways to get a red gear and how to increase your chance of getting a red gear in this game. So number one, first method will be spending your ancient gold coins in the SHAKATU shop. And as you can see right now, currently I have four pieces of red gears, and I got all of my red gears from the SHAKATU shop. So personally, I think this is the number one way of getting red gears in this game. So this game is all about RNG. You might not even get a single red even you spend 1,000,000 gold coins. So my recommendation for you guys is to not spend all of your coins all at once. So I suggest you to do about 30 grand gold coins per day, or at least do them 30 grand once a time. So, and another thing is, do not switch gears and buy other parts until you get a red gear you want. So what I mean by that is, let's say you're trying to get a red main weapon and you have already spent 100 grand gold coins opening this one and you still haven't get it. So in that kind of situation, do not move on and try to open other pieces. And the reason of that is because if you move on and try to open other pieces, then it will reset your RNG that the piece you're trying to get, and that will actually cause a decrease of chance for you to get a red gear. So number two method is farming in the field. This is one of the most non-effective way of getting red because the chance of it is lower than all the other method. However, there is a chance to get red when you farm at a certain map. Okay, I believe right now you have 4 places that you can get red gears. One of them is Shroud's Coastal Ford, and Shroud's defense outpost, and Shroud's secret fortress, and Shroud's short camp. So for these two right here, you have a chance of getting a red helmet and red armor, but the requirement CP for these two map are a little bit higher than the others. And for these two, you have a chance of getting red armor. So if you're a higher CP player, I recommend you guys to farm over here. But if you're only a little bit over 5,000 CP, then you can farm at these two spots. Also has a chance of getting a red armor. So, and you can, while you're farming, you can use your Stone of Luck to increase the drop rate of your red gears. But anyway, I do not recommend you guys to use this method unless you have a crazy amount of luck. So okay, the next method will be your boss rush. So in boss rush, you have a really low chance of getting a red gear when you defeat a certain bosses, and I'm pretty sure Red Nose is one of them. And yep, you can get a helmet from this one, and you can get a red glove from this one as well. So but I do not recommend you guys to do this method as well, because the chance of getting red from boss rush is also one of the lowest chance in the game. And so far, I've been playing this game for 2 months already, and I've only seen one person got a red armor from Red Nose. So I do not recommend you guys to use this method to get red. Okay, so the next method will be from doing your world boss. So we all know that world boss has a chance of dropping red weapon and red sub weapon. So but ever since the last update, you can actually receive materials, these materials, and from defeating these world bosses to craft your own red gear. And from what I've known in the past week, ever since the last update, world boss actually has a pretty high chance of dropping these red materials. So if you have really bad luck in this game and can't get a single red gear, then make sure you don't miss your world boss. And I calculated for a little bit. It takes about an average of 30 to 50 days to collect enough materials to craft a red gear. And currently, I believe you can craft a main weapon and a sub-hand weapon, and I think you can also craft an armor. I'm not sure. Let me see. Yep, you can craft 2 main weapon and a sub weapon, and yep, you can craft a red armor as well. So this is definitely one of the best ways for you guys to get red. For those of y'all who doesn't have good luck, you can just keep grinding to get that red. So I mean, at least you will know eventually you will get your red gear if you just keep doing your boss rush. Okay, so the next method would be number 5, and would be buying them in the market. So it is possible to buy red gears from the market, as you can see right here. And the normally cost of that will be around 1 billion silver to up to 3 billion silver, and the price depends on which piece you're buying. So some of the pieces are cheaper, like the gloves, they're really cheap, but the weapons and main weapon is one of the most expensive one. But the price for this is actually honestly not expensive at all for a red gear. Depends on how rare they are. But the hard part of this method is that there is almost nobody selling their red gears in the market at the current version of the game, since it's so hard to get them. But I have seen people posting red gears in the market in like a few times a month. So it is definitely possible to buy them in the market. But the only thing that will cost is you will have to always be checking your market and make sure you bid on it as soon as someone posts a red gear. So one way of doing that is you can either just keep an eye on your screen, and when you see this thing, loot notification pop up, if someone register a red gear in the market, it will say in the loot notification. And so once you see that, you can go to the weapon that you can go to the gear that someone posted and click in it, and it just keep clicking this refresh button. You just keep clicking it until you see it pop up, and you click bid right underneath it. So that way you will have a chance of purchasing this gear. So this is definitely a good way of getting red gear, and I've seen actually a lot of people have got their red gear by buying them in the market. And also that way, if you're, let's see, like me, you're missing a glove, so you can just always go to the market and keep an eye on the I can just always go to the market and keep an eye on the gloves, and make sure if I see someone selling it, I can just go ahead and buy it, and I'll have a chance of getting it. So yep, pretty much that is all the possible ways of getting a red gear in this game. And that's it for today's video, and please leave a like and comment down below if you got a red from using my method, and please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video.